Amazing. Right. So today we are going to discuss about the professional people's Facebook, right?
Yes, absolutely. Yes. Which takes me to the most important question. Ayush, do you have a LinkedIn account?
Yes, of course I have one.
Very well, very well. That's where the main question begins. If you have a
Right.
LinkedIn account or no. Right. Yes. So a lot of our viewers are joining in. Lovely. Perfect. Yes, Ayush. You started it off very well. That is the professional people's Facebook. Everyone has to have it. Yes. Let's begin.
Right. And you know what? While I was interviewing for Board Infinity, up
Mm-hmm.
until the last time, the HR did not check my LinkedIn profile. So I was wondering, यार selection होना है या नहीं होना है? Because nowadays LinkedIn is so prominent, right? Everyone should have a LinkedIn if you are looking for a job.
Correct.
And yeah, again, if the recruiter has not seen your LinkedIn, there might be something wrong.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I feel that, earlier you remember we would take, not us, certainly not, but then we must have watched it in films or some documentaries where to get a job, you would take the printout on a bond paper and then you would carry it in a file and you would go with all the details. There would be 3 pages, 4 pages long CVs and resumes and people going. So I think that's become digital now.
Right.
Yes,
I
absolutely.
think even talking about CVs in general, in today's time, people only prefer a single page CV, right?
Correct.
Having a two, three, 4 pages CV is not a big yes.
It's not an achievement anymore. Anybody can have those many pages.
Absolutely.
Yes,
All right. So,
absolutely.
ladies and gentlemen, you are today at the perfect place to give a kickstart to your career. Today, we are going to discuss about your digital profile, that is LinkedIn. And yes, it is more important than your Instagram and Snapchat stories.
True. Absolutely right, Ayush. So, as I said before, that, tell me, Ayush, I would like to ask you one more question. What do you do on LinkedIn most often? What do you do?
Right. So before getting a job, I was more actively looking for jobs and I was posting my certifications
Mm-hmm.
and maybe some articles where I was representing my skills. But
Right.
now I am connecting with more and more people with the industry experts to build up my professional network.
Very well. Yes, absolutely right, Ayush. And I have one more question to ask you, a follow-up one.
Right.
Now that you are connecting people on LinkedIn, what do you think about it? Is it helping you in any way? Is it giving you more contacts, more content? Can you please elaborate on that?
Right, certainly. So basically, my job is that I work as a category manager at Board Infinity and I'm managing the category of a data science. So I
Right.
connect with more and more data science folks to know about the latest trends in the industry, to get to
Hmm.
know their onboard them as a coach and things like that.
Right. Yes, absolutely. So I think it is very essential for you to have or to be
Right,
active on LinkedIn. True,
right.
true.
And in
Yes,
fact, it starts from inside, right? Because if my LinkedIn profile is not good, the other person is not going to connect with me. So I also have
absolutely.
to keep my profile updated as well.
True, absolutely right. So let us begin from right there, Ayush, where you said that, I need to have a very well, like, maintained profile if I need to end up having good jobs. See, I'll tell you, this
Right.
is applicable in both the cases for an applicant as well as for a recruiter. Please try to understand, audience here is that I'm giving two perspectives. Me and Ayush are trying to make you understand that LinkedIn is not only for applying jobs or not only for, for people to recruit, it's both ways. There are two things
Yes.
that are happening simultaneously in LinkedIn. So, any profile for that matter, you have to understand, even if it's your business account, even if it's your, let's say, for an example, let's say I'm a freelancer and I'm having an individual account, I need to maintain it as a top-notch profile. Understand that, let's say that a lot of people in our audience are recruiters. Let's say that you're recruiting, Ayush. So I'm sure that your company or your brand would have a page. If not, that's where it begins. You need to have two pages. As a recruiter, you need to have an individual profile, and as a
Right.
company, as a no, no, as a representative, you need to have an individual profile, and the company's page should be different. Okay. Yes, this is where
Yes.
people go wrong most of the time. If you are following, if you have your own brand, let's say I have come up with my own brand for clothing or whatever, XYZ, I have come up. So my brand, my institution should maintain a separate page on LinkedIn. And so should you. Then your profile should be, that is your different profile. That's where it begins. Now, second thing, Ayush, do you get these annoying notifications? You have to update this on LinkedIn. You need to fill this form. You need to finish this.
Right.
Do you get those?
Yes, yes, many a times, many a times.
Many a times. And have you filled in all the details?
Never.
Never? Okay. See, that's where I was coming at. Now, LinkedIn, or for that matter, a lot of other applications which are used for job searching, profiles, you have to understand that there's a reason that they have given all these statistics, right? For example, let's say, what are your skills? Oh, the very basic one, education, work experience, and skills. This is the main division that happens. Now, usually in skills, what happens is you also have a rating that how,
Right.
let's say I speak English and Kannada and Marathi, so how well can I speak? So I would out of five, whatever. You have those metric systems, so make use of that. Okay, that is another thing. And which takes me to the third thing is that 99% of the people I'm seeing these days do not have a bio in their LinkedIn. Please try to understand that
Right.
you need to have a good bio. Okay, I'm not saying that it has to be extensive. LinkedIn is one place where long posts is a good thing. Yes,
Right.
please understand
Absolutely.
link. Yes, yes, Ayush. Yes, please go ahead. Are you somebody who posts a lot on LinkedIn?
Well, I try to, but I cannot come up with all those intellectual ideas and all. So I keep it low, yeah, because I do not want to, spoil my LinkedIn profile as well, writing just
Correct.
something unnecessary.
Correct. Writing something that doesn't make sense or is controversial
Right,
or problematic, absolutely, none of us would want that. So that's where actually the problem is. People do not understand. People think that just because it's a professional space, let's not
right.
post anything. Let's not be too active. इससे गलत impression बैठ जाएगा. It's not like that. It's actually quite the opposite. If you want to show how active or how academic or how research oriented or how quality oriented you are, I would
Right.
request and I would suggest and recommend all of you to go ahead and make several posts on LinkedIn in relation to your field. Okay, now let's
Right.
take an example of education, and I think this is the since 2 days I've been following this up on LinkedIn. Ever since on Monday the Afghanistan incident has happened, teachers across the teachers community across the world is talking about how education will be affected in the country, or how education could have prevented a lot of problems in Afghanistan. So are you seeing, I feel that it's an opportunity that the community has taken to contribute what they have to do or what their profession is supposed to do in this particular specter. So what you can do is that be in touch. Probably there is some, let's say Ayush, like for you, probably there's some company which isn't related to your field. Follow it up,
Mhm.
see what work
Right.
they're doing, and if there is any advancement, if there is any advanced technology, or if they've come up with a new platform, okay? Let's say they've come up with a new platform, so you comment on that. And you do not comment like, oh, good job, oh, good try. You don't do that. You do think of it like you're giving a personal criticism, okay?
Right.
So you share your experience. How was it? I mean, how well was the platform, or how was the functionality of it? It's just a mere explanation that I'm giving an example, but this can be done. One of the
Right.
key codes being is that being descriptive, being very descriptive, and constant posts. Please understand, all of you, that LinkedIn is one such place where the recruiters and vice versa, it will be understood how often, how updated and upgraded you are with your field. And how would you
Right.
prove that? See, after a point, after we are done with our post graduation, and for some people, our doctoral degrees, it's not easy to keep on studying, right? There comes an end
Absolutely.
to it. And how many certificate courses would you do? One, two, three, four. Eventually, you will run out of it,
Right.
right?
Right. Even I know people, who are just, madly, they are just posting certificates, like doing 1 hour job and then they're doing posting certificates. Every day I know a guy who every day posts a new certificate, and I'm like, bro, I know you do not know all these skills, and it is going to give a bad impression on the recruiter, right? Because if you have four
Absolutely.
to five certificates, I can agree that you may have all those skills. But if
Hmm.
you are having 50 certificates, I do know that you cannot have all these skills.
Correct, correct. True. I agree. I agree. So, and also the
I
val.
think
Huh.
you know how people are desperate on Instagram to get their crush's attention. in similar manner, the graduates are desperate on LinkedIn, right? They just keep on posting and posting that please some recruiter to notice me, right?
Yes.
And also, yeah, one more fault that I find in all these, college grads is that they have the same in profile pic. They have on Instagram, they have this, and then on LinkedIn, they have this. I mean, come on, have a professional photo, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. And
Yeah.
some pictures, I tell you, bizarre, Ayush. It's like they are, I don't know, they would be in some traditional functional wear, which probably is a
Right.
picture which I would take for my personal family picture, consider it like that. And they would be in this extravagant outfits, and they would post some really, I do not want to say anything mean, but really stupid
Right.
like poses they would be doing, and then they would post these pictures. Understand, guys, this is not Instagram, this is not Facebook, this is LinkedIn. There's a reason why it's called as professional platform. That's your first impression. You can go for semi-casual. I do not want you to wear casual and then sit blankly and just smile at the camera. No, that's not required. You can go with a smiling picture, very simple. If you want aesthetic, fine. If you know you're a fashion designer, if you're somebody who is from a fancy, a background, then certainly experiment with that. There's no hold back, but try to understand at the end of the day, it's a professional field. Okay, it's a professional field of area. And second thing, Ayush, I would like to pick on one something you said. You said that all these undergrads, they keep posting all these things. I'm seeing posts where people are left, right, and center asking for job. They're like, please give me job. Okay. People are doing this. I understand it's a dire situation. We are in very difficult circumstances, but you cannot just, I beg of you, please give me a job. I have been writing to your company and nobody is responding to me. And I am in this trouble. I'm in that trouble. I graduated 2 years ago, but the pandemic has hit me so hard. Understand, please understand, all of you, that pandemic has not hit you personally. It has hit everyone across the world. You cannot make proposals like this on a professional platform. Reasons being, even if you land up some opportunity, it's going to be really bad. It's not going to work in your favor.
Right.
And it shows desperation, right? So you have to understand that it never works well in anybody's favor, for that matter. So refrain from posting such posts. And also, if you are thinking that, if you do not know, if you think that your English is not that good, and if you feel that you're grammatically not that sound, please go check it and then post on LinkedIn, because that's your impression you're making. I see a
Definitely, there
lot.
are multiple
Yes,
tools. Yeah. I mean, there are multiple free tools. There is Grammarly, there is Microsoft Editor. And if you want
correct.
personal help, obviously we have AlphaBoat. So you can join us as well.
Correct, absolutely. Ayush, what is there in your bio? That's where I'm getting at now. What is there in
All
your
right.
bio?
So actually, I haven't changed it since I got a job. It says data scientist in making.
Huh, data,
And
huh,
then,
see,
then,
huh.
and then after one bar, it says jack of all trades.
Okay, good. At least you have a short bio, right? That's fine. You
Yeah.
can also go for a longer one. I see a lot of people, I see a lot of international applicants. They have very beautiful, they have structured out their stories. It's not a bio, I would say it is rather a story. And that's fine. I mean, you have that. I feel that, if I want to understand you better, if I'm a recruiter, please understand that every interview, the question asked is, please tell us about yourself. How your life has been, or what you're up to, or how you got into this field. This is a basic question that's asked all the time. So understand, all of you, that you have the freedom to do this in your LinkedIn, because they will read it, right? Eventually they will read it. So you can write, you can structure it out beautifully, and you can tell that how you got into this field, very much related to the work, not personal but related to your work. Now, a lot of people think that bio matlab aap Instagram pe kaise dog lover, scorpion, I don't know what else, what is the trend now.
One thing that definitely makes me laugh on Instagram is cake murder at this date.
Oh my God, cake murder.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes,
birthday.
there are people. Yeah.
Oh, damn. No, sorry, guys, you can't do this on LinkedIn. No, no cake murder, nothing. Okay. You will write a very formal bio. Let's say, for example, are you sure a data scientist? So you'll be like, I graduated from da da da. I'm really intrigued by how this field works, and so on and so forth. So you can just talk about what inspires you. I think that's a very good start. So in your bio, please make sure that you write about what inspires you, what keeps you going, and what have you explored through this field. Okay. Now, second thing, when it comes to your educational details, please write the years. The years are extremely important. Okay.
Right.
If you have had a gap year, if you have had, different distinct years, it's fine. It's absolutely fine. But then what happens is that when you're not being very, uh, when you're not being very honest about it, and then eventually when they get to know, it's not good on your image. It plays
Absolutely.
out very bad, Ayush. Yes, certainly.
Definitely. It's better to be upfront than hide it.
True, true. That's there. And with internships, now a lot of people tell me that, but we haven't done any internships. So you have also an option of volunteering experience. So you can also add that. Now, let's say you haven't done anything, you haven't volunteered, you haven't interned,
Right.
you're a fresh graduate, that's fine. But make sure then your bio is very strong. You make sure that your bio is extremely strong and you can add other skills. So in LinkedIn, one more provision you have is that you can also add if you have published any research papers. Now, what I
Right.
prefer or what I usually do is every time I publish my work, I immediately update the link in LinkedIn so that people can have access to my paper and they can review it themselves,
Right.
right?
Right.
So you can do all of it. So there's a reason why there are so many bifurcations and you need to fill it up. This is all part of profile setting, which is for the applicants. Now, Ayush, what
Yes.
happens is when it comes to recruiter, there's not much that goes in, but however, when you're doing a job posting, you have to understand you span out every detail where it's
Right.
going to be, how it's going to be, what's the requirement. And you can also, a lot of people say people who less than 2 years of experience do not apply. Outrightly, you can be that blunt because you have to go to the headache process of, terminating so many applicants.
Right. Right.
So it's better. A lot of people say that it's better if you also give the salary negotiation or whatever, but I feel it's your choice. It's not compulsory. I think it's all right if you do not want to disclose. It's absolutely fine. Yes, Ayush.
Yeah. Yeah, but you know what? I also have one grudge for the recruiters. They will be having that entry level tag, and then in the bio it will say that 3 years of experience is required, 4 years of experience is required, and at that point I'm like, why did you put it in the entry level section then, right? And
True.
many prominent companies are doing it. I'm not talking about small recruiters. I'm talking
Yes.
about prominent
Prominent companies. Yes.
companies. Yeah.
Yes. So
So
that is
this is
the
something I in fact want LinkedIn. If anyone from LinkedIn is by any chance watching this session, why don't you make this criteria that if a person takes the entry level job, you cannot add about the minimum requirement of years. I mean, that will be great.
I think it will be
Yeah,
absolutely right. Yes, this is my request too. Yes. If it
yeah,
is an entry, yes. So that's why, please, recruiters, it's a request to all the recruiters who are listening to it, that, please do not put it like that because what happens, first of all, the information is so much and applicant is going through everything, nitty-gritty things.
right,
So do not misguide the applicants. So that is
right.
very important. Yes. And
Yeah,
again, yes, Ayush, also in all of this, you have to be careful of all the fake job openings. Okay. Yes. That is at
absolutely.
your own risk.
Yeah, definitely. One should, before applying to the company, you should check out the website of the company that does it exist or not. Because there are many agents who will try to sell you any job and they will ask you for some relocation money or any token money, anything can be
Correct.
there. So don't be fooled, right? Be a smart citizen.
True. And also, along with that, Ayush made a very brilliant point that is about the website. So, most of these authentic, valid job openings will have attached their website link. So, for
Right.
applicants, I would say that please go check the websites. And there are apps like, not apps, but applications like glassdoor.com, if I'm not wrong.
Yes.
You get to see how valid is this and how's the other people's work experience been. So, I think it's an excellent way to authenticate something. And for the recruiters, I would request that you please, if you have a website, then please provide the details. Do not be secretive about it.
Right, absolutely. So, students who are watching this, I have a great career hack for you. So, while you're applying for the company, make sure to go to their about section and know what their motto is, because when you're describing yourself and if you quote that motto in a similar manner, the recruiter is definitely going to be impressed because it will resonate with them that the kind of people they are looking for. That's,
Correct.
I think, accepted practice in the industry, right? Even
It
if
is.
you're not that person, you quote that.
Correct. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
And somebody has asked how to apply for international jobs, which takes me to the connecting part of it. How do we network, right? This is my request to everyone that, okay, once your profile is set, please sit down and do thorough research of what are the communities extremely active in your field. For example, Ayush, now I come from a teaching field, so I would talk extensively about my field. I am following um, every teaching community that is there in the world. Okay,
Right.
except like I'm following my local community, my teachers associations, the government policy association for teachers, everything to do with the field, because I want to be well aware about what is happening in my field. Okay, then let's say your field and your particular language. Now for engineers, I'm sure you have multiple subsections and all of it,
Right.
so you can follow that brand or that field or that company, so start following it up. Okay, and once you start following, I think it's the search engine system that starts suggesting you. They understand what is your preference. So that would happen organically. So you need not worry about that. Okay. So you begin by making yourself part of these associations, and they would also have a lot of discussions. This is where it comes now. They would have these
Right.
open panel, like how we are having a live right now. Even on LinkedIn, you have a lot of conferences, workshops, and lives and this and that happening. So once you start following them, you make yourself part of their discussion. Start posting comments on their posts. A lot of that, you see, 90% of the time you will find replies from the person who has posted it.
Right. Right.
And that's how the community on LinkedIn is. It's extremely professional. They want to network, and so do you. So you take an opportunity like this. So, how to apply for international jobs? That's where you begin. Now, one more thing, I would like to make it very clear. Now, for a lot of international jobs, they ask you in the questionnaire, they ask you right in the job if you have a sponsorship or not. If you do not, please do not apply. Let me make it very clear. If you do not have a sponsorship, please, even if you're qualified, please do not apply, because you're wasting their time, you're wasting your time. Do not do it. So
Right.
yes, please check all these things. There's a lot of, uh, all these international jobs. First of all, they make it very clear. If they're posting it on LinkedIn, they know that the networking is happening throughout the world. They're very clear about the documents and the processes and everything. So make sure you go through it, go through how valid it is. And you know what? Now this is another way. So let's say I want to work in Okay, let's say I want to work in a community school in Sri Lanka. So I'm following the page of that institution and I want to apply for a job there. And then I would find other people who are working on the same in the same institution. So I would
Yeah.
get connected to them. I would send them a request. I would say connect on LinkedIn. Once they process my request, I can start messaging them. That's another way how you can understand what is happening in that institution where you want to join.
Right.
That's the same way how student community across the world is getting so stronger, because if you want to apply for some foreign university, that's how you get in touch with other alumni and then understand how the school is and this and that and everything. Right?
Right.
Yes. Yes.
Absolutely.
So that was answering the question. And moving forward, about now that's the last section of it. Now, how do you respond? Let's say you want to yourself approach. So not a lot of people would have an option of directly messaging them. So make sure that you are leaving a comment on their post. Okay, leave a comment on their post that saying that, hey, I want the job. No, you would say, I'm very much interested. This sounds interesting. I look forward to being part of this. You leave a very subtle message.
Right.
And for the recruiters, I would have another, yes, for the recruiters, I would have another suggestion is that you keep your in mail as well as message options open, please.
Right.
Both the options, in mail as well as message, because in LinkedIn there are three types of members. There are two types
Right.
of paid members, and one is where everyone uses for free. So it should be accessible for everyone. So recruiters, it's my request that you keep the email option open. Now, one more thing, Ayush, I think the excellent thing about LinkedIn is that every time you apply for a job, it gets tracked. I mean, at the
Right.
moment it's sent, it is viewed, or whatever, when the message is sent, it gets
Right.
tracked, and you get notifications on your mail in case you're going to miss, right? Ayush, can you hear me?
I think I got disconnected for a while. Yeah.
Yes. Am I audible?
Yeah. Yeah. Good.
Yes. So, yes. So make sure that, where was I? I forgot. Where was I? Yes. So make sure that, you're sending it in mail, and then you're, enabling all these options. And yes, you receive mails. Your application is tracked all the time. So you need not worry. Okay. And in case they do not respond, and let's say that you have got a notification from LinkedIn saying that they opened the resume, or the resume was viewed,
Right.
and if you do not get a response, it's all right. It's absolutely fine. Do not post on their page saying that my resume was viewed, but nobody contacted me. Please do not post such things. Do not be unprofessional, because there's a record of everything you're doing on LinkedIn, and everyone else can view it. Okay?
Right.
Yes. So I think
Definitely.
this is the main idea of how LinkedIn works and how you can use it. So yes, Ayush.
No, I was just saying, yeah, when you said na, that everything is being tracked now. Yeah, so definitely LinkedIn is one such platform where you need to be impeccable with your words. You should know what you are saying and not
True.
just say,
Correct.
yeah,
Absolutely. Absolutely right.
yeah. Because
So,
sometimes
yes.
I
So I
see
hope,
people, who are complaining about their boss or their manager, and I'm like, but it will, it will degrade your chances in the other job, because everywhere you're going to have a manager, and if you are going to have a record of dispute, people are not
yeah.
going to prefer you or hire you.
Yes. And a lot of people make, post things, very sarcastic and very comical things on LinkedIn, which is, I don't think so, is required, especially making fun of certain governments or certain institutions. Please refrain from doing that, because these days your political opinions are also a big part of your recruitment process. Yes. And
Absolutely.
imagine that, LinkedIn is that space. It's like your interview. You cannot go wrong anywhere. You have to be careful about what you're saying, how you're saying, and what you're doing, what are the activities you're getting carried away with. This is the
Absolutely.
main idea of it. Yes. So
Yeah.
I hope,
So
yes.
any parting, yeah, that's what I
Yes.
was asking.
No, Ayush, I wanted to ask you, do you have any questions? Do you have any doubts which you would want me to resolve?
Right. So nothing from my side, but Nitesh here is asking, please speak in Hindi. Well, Nitesh, you know what? You can join Alpha Board and remove your fear of English, and that way any language is good to go.
Yes, absolutely. So it's a request to everyone that join Alpha Board. And if you feel inhibition, like if you have any inhibitions regarding your language, we would help you out with that. And you would be very excellent and very comfortable with English language. Yes, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yes.
All right.
So on that note, Ayush, oh, okay. Does anybody have any questions from the audience, from the listeners, from the viewers? Do you have any other questions to do with LinkedIn or today's topic? Feel free to ask.
Right.
Ayush, I hope
Nitesh,
that
not to be sorry.
yeah.
Yeah.
Ayush, I hope you go back today, and you edit your profile and keep it all ready.
Right.
Okay.
Right. Absolutely.
Oh, Abhinav is asking, what about other job platforms? Abhinav, please understand that job platforms are a reason that they are called as job platforms. You have to be, I think the same is applicable for every other job platform. Okay, Abhinav. So make sure that of course, all the job platforms have different metric system. So you will have to fill in all of those, and it's absolute. Not all of them are that efficient. I myself am not very. I cannot vouch for all the other job platforms, but then I would certainly say that, as the name suggests, you have to be extremely methodical. You have to be very professional, and you also have to be quite I would say that, diplomatic about how you approach to things.
Absolutely.
Yes. So that is what I would say about other job platforms. Yes, I hope I've answered your question, Abhinav.
Yeah.
Okay,
All
then.
right, Manali.
So,
It was a great
yes,
session with you. Yeah, it was very insightful, definitely.
yes. And I hope that everyone goes back today and even Ayush, you go back today and you edit all of this and keep your
Absolutely.
profile ready. Okay?
Right. Absolutely.
Lovely, lovely. So I hope we can part our ways now. I think we are good to go. So you all have a lovely evening. Ayush, as always, as it was last time, it was wonderful talking to you.
Thanks a lot.
Yes.
Same, likewise.
All right, then have a lovely evening, everyone, and see you all soon. And follow Board Infinity and Alpha Board for more such amazing and insightful content.
Absolutely. So you know people what to follow.
Yes.
With that said, have a good day.
Bye bye.
Bye.